This DVD can be used as an educational tool for an international manager who is going to work in Brazil. It will cover most of the aspects of how to do the right business in Brazil. The scenario that we'll demonstrate in this video clip will show the business meeting between the CEO of Urban Foodie, who look after the chain restaurant in Brazil, and international manager. Brazil, located in South America. It is the 5th largest country in the world. The official name is Federative Republic of Brazil, and the capital is called Brasilia. The country contains 29 states and the federal district. It's known as the largest in South America in both area and population, around 190 million people. The main spoken language is Portuguese. Brazil has a rapid economic growth. It is the world's 8th largest economy by nominal gross domestic product, and one of the big 4 BRIC countries. The country has long been the source of important natural resources such as timber, sugar, and coffee. Catholic has a strong influence to their culture and society, which make the Brazilian culture become one of the most varied and diverse. The scenario that we'll demonstrate in this video clip will show the cultural complexity that hospitality manager may encounter while doing business in Brazil. Nico, she is a new international manager who are transferred to work as the restaurant manager in Brazil. Steven represents as her assistant. Pearl, she is the CEO of Urban Foodie who look after the chain restaurant in Brazil. And Akshay represents as her assistant.
What time is it?
It's a 9:15.
This meeting was supposed to start at 9. Do you want to give them a ring?
Yeah, okay.
What did they say?
They said they were coming soon.
Why are they dressed like that?
That's a shock.
I'm Lefadola, the CEO of Etiquette Greeting.
I am Miss Nicole Mangan. I'm here to talk about the menu design.
Alright, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
That's my
business card.
Oh, thank you. Why is haircut written in Spanish?
I don't know.
Where are we sitting?
Oh, anywhere.
Is there some coffee?
No, we'll do that at the break. As we are late this morning getting into this, we just should keep going. Right, so obviously you know about the proposal to change the menu for the chain restaurants. Obviously we go through you as you have to.
Well, I had to drop my daughter at school this morning, oh god, and I also had a problem with the traffic.
I suppose we should get back to this as we are late. So this is the menu. So we've already looked at changing prices, changing the whole menu. Suppliers, getting food from abroad, trying to get a totally different look at the chain, trying to make a totally new theme.
Well, I think we may need to consult with the seniors first before we go into details about this.
Yes, but as soon as we get this done, the better, because obviously we are already talking to suppliers, they want to know demands, so we will need to push this forward as soon as possible.
That's really understandable, but I really have to consult with the seniors. I cannot make any decisions without the seniors.
Okay, so we were thinking, if there is no Argentina food here, and there's a demand, there must be a demand, their food is so good. So That is where the whole purpose comes. Argentinian steaks, their type of food, their sides, keep it really traditional. And of course have some Brazilian dishes in there for everyone who might want something like that.
I'm not sure that will go well with the Brazilian people.
So this is the menu idea. So as you can see, we've changed the prices, the types of food.
The prices?
Yeah, well, we'll get back to that. Just let me finish. We've changed suppliers. We've already been in contact with them. We want them
The
to...
suppliers, let me see.
Yeah, well, we can go through that in detail after, if you just let me go through it. What do you think about the Argentinian style?
I think I'll agree with my boss Pearl.
So the budget of this year would be obviously a bit higher to change the whole cast of all the menus through the things. Now,
The cost?
yes, the cost.
Sorry. Hey baby!
I think we should cancel
How are
phone calls
you?
through meetings.
Well, mommy will be coming home very soon. Don't you worry, baby. I love you, my baby girl. See you later. Say hi to daddy. Bye.
Can we try to keep phone calls, especially personal phone calls, till after the meeting, please? Okay, well, I think that's enough for today, as you can't make any more decisions. When do you think we could finalise this?
Maybe next week.
Do you want to set a time, maybe Tuesday, 10 o'clock?
Well, I'll let you know during the middle of the week.
Okay, fine. I think that's enough, okay? Thank you very much.
Thank you for coming. It was nice doing business with you.
Yes, and we have a present for you, as we heard was custom, so here's some tulips.
Thank you. It was a pleasure meeting you.
Yes, cheers, mate.
How can they give me the purple flowers?
Did you see that gesture with what he gave me?
I really didn't like the way the meeting went on. I felt so belittled. I mean, they don't respect us at all, and they don't respect that we do have family. I mean, my family comes before everything, and I do take time for my family. They should not belittle us like that. And giving me a purple flower, that was so undermining.
So today at the meeting, I thought it was totally different than I'd ever done before. Maybe it was the culture, not too sure, or just their business etiquette. The way the kisses in the beginning instead of a handshake, and then at the end getting a phone call in the middle, a personal phone call. It's one thing to take a business phone call, it's another thing to be talking to your little daughter on the phone. This was just extremely rude. When I gave her the gift, she seemed as if I had done something wrong. I had just given her a beautiful bunch of flowers, and I got a bare thank you and no apologies for being late this morning. I'm really not too sure about what I'm doing here and getting into business with this person.
I would say the person gave a bad gesture, hand gesture, which was pretty rude. The lady was pretty rude with my boss, with her expression. Can you believe that? She translated business card in the wrong language. We speak Portuguese, we are not Spanish.
Came here half an hour late. I can't believe that. It's so rude. That guy even tried to tap me. It's not acceptable. We're just business meeting. We're not friends.
The concept of time in Brazil is seen as relaxed, flexible, and intangible. In business, punctuality and following precise agenda is not common. This demonstrates that Brazilian culture is polychronic. It's also evident that Brazil is a low-time culture country. International managers should try to adapt and not show annoyance and impatience toward Brazil time and work patterns. At the end of business meeting, do not rush to leave. Take time to relax and socialize, as these are more valued qualities in Brazil. Brazilians identify themselves as part of the group. It is a collectivist society which places family as a center of its social structure. Cooperation, conformity, and maintaining harmony are important values. Brazilian companies tend to have vertical hierarchy where a manager at the top makes most of the decision. These positions tend to be dominated by men, but women are slowly gaining employment in executive roles. In business meetings, seats are usually arranged in hierarchical order. Senior addressed by titles along with their first name. Taking time by creating trust will make things different in Brazil. Relationships in Brazil are important. It may take some time to strike a business deal, as Brazilians need to develop a relationship and trust period making an agreement. Brazilians present an outside legal present, so it's advisable to use a local lawyer. They also prefer to negotiate with people, not companies. Therefore, it is advisable to use the company representative throughout the negotiation. Some Brazilians cannot speak English fluently. Therefore, international manager may consider using a local interpreter. Learning a few Portuguese is advisable and useful in establishing a bond. Brazil is a high-context country. They prefer face-to-face communication. Therefore, is utilizing phone, fax, or email to do business with Brazilians may be ineffective. There is lack of trust, which may lead to a series of back-and-forth communication. Moreover, business contract or document should be very detailed and has one side translate in Portuguese. Non-verbal cues of communication should be paid attention to when dealing with Brazilian. Brazilian culture is formalized, hierarchical, and high-power distance, such as decision-making is very bureaucratic and the highest-ranking person is the one who makes decisions. A centralized and top-down approach of decision-making is used in Brazil. Hospitality managers should therefore expect to spend time when negotiating with Brazilians. There is high respect for authority, therefore it is important to find out who to communicate. Never assume that it is appropriate to communicate with someone simply because of their field of specialty. In the Brazilian culture, decision may be based on the individual involved rather than facts present. A lot of value is placed on family than work in the Brazilian culture. Brazilians place focus on personal time and activities before achievement, called status to balance. These cultural aspects should be considered when deciding on working hours. Do not expect Brazilians to work after hours or on weekend. Expect personal life to interfere with work. Brazilians are very risk-averse and do not readily accept change. They have a high uncertainty avoidance, indicating low level of tolerance to uncertainty. Brazilians are predominantly Catholic, which reinforces the philosophy of there can only be one truth and we have it. To work with Brazilians effectively, rules and instructions should be made clear and comprehensive. Do not expect Brazilians to be competitive and innovative. Managers should come up with initiatives and instruct workers to implement them. Brazilian value greetings. Take time to greet everyone. Women kiss twice, once on each cheek if they are married, and single women add a third kiss. Between men, only a handshake is acceptable. Business cards are exchanged during introduction. It's advisable to write business card in both English and Portuguese. Present the business card with the Portuguese side facing the recipient. Hierarchy should be observed. It's acceptable to interrupt others while speaking. Maintain eye contact, as this is viewed as paying attention, being interested, and honestly. Brazilians might stand closer to each other during conversation, or they may touch an individual arm or back. International managers should not drawing away from this, as it can be interpreted as insincerity. Expensive gifts should be avoided, as they may view as bribery. Gifts should be presented in social gathering, not business meeting. Avoid gifts with black or purple color, as these are mourning color. Brazilians pride themselves in appearance. Dress conservatively for business meeting is recommended, as it communicates the way you feel about yourself and your respect for others. Several hand gesture has different meaning in Brazil. Business managers should be aware of it, as can be translated in a totally different meaning. So now let's see what if Nicole and Steven have a cultural knowledge about Brazil. Let's see what would have changed.
Perfect.
It's 20 past.
Oh, that's normal for Brazilians. Hey, nice to meet you.
How are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Alright. Oh, I love your jacket.
Oh, thank you. I actually got it here in present.
Wow, that's nice.
I'm Miss Nicole Mangan, and this is my associate, Mr. Stephen Liu.
I'm Dr. Lefadola. I'm the CEO of the business, and this is my junior, Mr. Akshay.
Nice to meet you.
How are you, sir? write in Spanish. Thank you.
No problem. Would you like to have a seat and have some coffee?
So, Mr. Stephen, have you tried our local chocolate?
Yeah, of course. This is made from the chocolate.
Good.
And the coffee is from
So you were putting your kids to school this morning?
Yeah, Malaysia is so lovely.
Oh,
She's 5 years old now. And she's in
wow.
preschool.
And how many languages is she doing?
She's doing 2 languages. She's doing Portuguese and she's also learning English.
Ah, that'll be very good for
Yeah,
traveling.
it will be, yeah, definitely. Shall we start the meeting now?
Whenever you're ready.
Oh, thank you. After the meeting that we had last time, I consulted the board of the directors about the proposal that you made about the menu.
Okay, especially with the World Cup coming up, I mean, I know it is short term and this will take a long time to put into place, and I understand that across the chains, but I think bringing the traditional Brazilian food into
Yeah, Brazilian culture is very much respected, so definitely the Brazilian dishes will sell.
Absolutely, and keep that Brazilian tradition. Put a more modern twist on it.
What kind of a modern twist? Like, yeah, I've got an idea.
Yes.
I think maybe if we go with the...
So I think this looks great. I mean, everything seems to be happy. We can...
What cup is coming? Which team do you think is the champion?
I think
Sorry about that. That was my mother. Good. I have to check here after work.
Oh, trust me, my father rings all the time. I know, actually, we got a lawyer that one of your assistants recommended already in Brazil, so all contracts will be going through him, and I think they know each other.
That is it. Now we can wrap everything up.
Yeah.
Would you like to go to the bar or coffee later on?
Perfect. I think to the back.
How's your family doing?
They're doing okay, yeah. Thank you for asking.
How's your daughter?
Oh, she is a terror.
How old is she now?
She's 2. She's just running around.
Oh, I have to give you a tip. When they're 2 years old, they're horrible. Just make sure that you are always after her.
I actually have a present for you. Here's a wine we picked up from a local winery.
Thank you so much. That is so thoughtful of you. Wine is always the best. How about we meet tonight for dinner with my family?
Oh, that sounds perfect. What time would you like us?
8 o'clock?
Perfect. We'll see you then.
Thank you.
No problem. It was nice seeing you.
Same here.
We need to get presents for the kids and for our cats. And of course, they say 8 o'clock, but it's 8:30. Okay? So today's negotiations went great. It was so relaxed and so friendly, as we've always heard about the Brazilians. It was great that they invited us to a home. It means that we can get to know each other, which is a great sign of a business deal in Brazil. They seem to really enjoy the present, and I'm really looking forward to negotiating the rest of the deals. It will take some time, as it does in Brazil, to go through with the lawyers and the contracts, but this is something we knew about from the very beginning.
The meeting today really went very well. I really appreciate the fact that they respected our culture. Issues of time, they really understood where we come from. Issues of family, they all want with us talking about our families.
For the meeting, we prepared a lot for the Brazilian culture, so everything in the meeting goes very well.
the people are very nice. They understand our culture, especially when after meeting, they invited us for a drink. He actually made an effort for a conversation about football with an interest, which was pretty surprising for me.
Understanding cultural similarities and difference will provide a standardized idea while interact or doing business in the other country. Overall theoretical and terminology demonstrated in this DVD hope to help create an awareness and broaden knowledge about Brazilian culture. So let's see how much you have learned from this DVD about cultural awareness by complete our culture intelligence quiz about Brazilian culture. Good luck.